Good morning. It is Friday, the 10th of January. It's hard to believe that 10 days has just flown by so quickly. I've been wanting to get this video out for probably about a week actually, but then I got into a full scale panic at the start of the year of like what January was going to look like, and then a whole bunch of like work came in and things like just got really busy. But I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I've titled it Muted, Blocked, Ghosted, and Cancelled. Oh my. So a little bit like a play on The Wizard of Oz. Muted, blocked, and ghosted. Oh my. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is I wanted to have a brief look at the kind of four different areas of connecting and disconnecting from people in social media, like in a bar environment, or like in a restaurant environment, or like getting off a bus, or and being in public spaces. It's very different. It's a different kind of thing to mute, block, ghost, and cancel somebody. You know, you might ignore somebody, or you might not talk to somebody, or you might look away, look your gaze away. But it feels like a completely different thing online. And I kind of wanted to explain, and I put it in the blog post as well, how I interpret these four things. With cancelled being the latest one, which is kind of scary that we've got this dark cancelled culture out there, that people are so like dismissive of a person, a human being, based on an unpopular opinion, for instance. So I kind of wanted to give an overview of this because I it's very easy to assume certain things when somebody mute, blocks, or ghosts you. So I'm going to go through the things that I feel like, or the reasons why I do it. I mute a hell of a lot of people, and I block ones that I just can't. I don't want to be insulting, and I don't want to waste time, my time and your time, trying to force a conversation with two diapole people who are never going to get on. Like, it's just, you might as well just accept what it is. We're just different. We're just different beasts. We might be human beings on planet Earth, but we have different values, different ethics, different ways of looking at life. So I tend to mute. Starting off with the first one, I tend to mute when I've read your content for a while, or your profile picture's still not been updated, or your profile name is like Bob74786. Like, I tend to mute stuff like that straight away, because I follow people, makers, content creators, people who have got like a vision for their life, people who want to live rather than just exist within it. So I tend to mute things that pull me out of where I'm at in terms of being distracted, because like many people, I'm sure you're the same, I get distracted really easy on the internet. I can be just like a Nemo fish, like in Finding Nemo. I see like the spinny engine of a boat, and I'm following after it like, what is this? This is new. So I tend to mute a lot of stuff just because of the sheer volume of content. It's not a personal slight on the person themselves. It's just either the content is never going to be something that I'm interested in, or their opinions are something that I just can't see every single day and have to manifest an opinion on. I don't feel like I have the time. Maybe in my 40s, maybe in my 20s, I'd be into that, but in my 40s, I'm just not into that. Then obviously the next level up to that is blocking, so I just don't see anything of it altogether, which I guess feels a lot harsher to people, to be blocked so that other people can't see what you're putting out. But I feel like sometimes it warrants it, because I just don't want to entertain it. I just don't want to entertain, somebody either stalking, or somebody like waiting for me to say a certain thing so that they can comment back on it. I'd rather just like cut both of our losses so that you can go off and do great things in your life, and I can carry on and enjoy my life too. The third one that really irks me as a creator, a freelancer, is being ghosted. I fucking hate being ghosted. If you've sent me a direct message and I'm sending you one back, and you don't reply to that, even if it's no thank you, then I'm like, what the fuck? Like, direct, when you've received a direct message, you get notifications and everything. Unless you've obviously got those turned off. But part of having a direct message is that there's probably an expectation of somebody either leaving you a message or waiting on something. So that really annoys me, when people ghost you. I have this happen on Upwork quite a lot, where somebody will want you to work with them, and then you say, oh, I can do this, and they're not creative enough to realize that you can create their vision of what they want, and instead they want you to send them an exact URL of a piece of content that you've already done exactly the way they expect it. And if you don't have that, then they don't even say, no, this is not for us, or no, it's not the look we're looking for. They just ghost you. There's just nothing. So that kind of frustrates me. I'm dealing with that better now. I just move on quicker. The fourth one, which is a worrying one out there actually, and I want to discuss it because if there's like younger folk than me who are either into social media for the first time or starting to use a mobile phone, digital phone, smartphone for the first time, and they have all these social features and they feel like they should be on Instagram and TikTok and all these places just like pumping stuff out, I think we need to dig deeper on what this whole idea of cancel culture is, which to me sounds like people sheep-like getting behind somebody who has maybe a big following, or that somebody's had a lot of likes on or a lot of retweets on, and just taking that as the opinion without making your own opinion up. So it seems to be aimed at celebrities, but I guess anybody on the internet now who has a large following or group of people who subscribe to a Twitch or a YouTube channel or whatever, they could be seen as internet celebrities these days, or TikTok celebrities or whatever. So some of those people having an opinion that you don't like or isn't the default opinion of everyday people, this notion of being, canceling, building momentum around canceling that person, like that's a lot different from canceling going to a venue, or sorry, I couldn't do my performance tonight because I'm ill, so therefore I'm cancelling it. This notion of remotely not subscribing or enjoying their content, or this barrage that a person gets because they have an opinion, that worries me about social media going forwards. And it's the reason why I've put in this post that we probably need to do a lot more verifying of our social circle going forward in 2020 and beyond. Is we can't just have this abstract kind of relationship with social. We can't have this phone middle bit and then another phone, and then there's just like this middle section where it's manipulated and crafted to either be an attack or something on a person. They're a human being at the end of the day, regardless of what their opinion is, and it may be potentially completely opposite to yours, but they're still a human being. So cancel culture concerns me, and the notion of just everybody getting behind an opinion and being like, yes, that's the right one, without cross-referencing it and verifying it yourself, or having an opinion or a face-to-face discussion with a group of people about it. That worries me, because then you just end up with AIs making decisions for humans about people, and that's bloody scary. Oh, we don't like these people anymore, we'll just get rid of them. We don't need that in society. We need to level up that shit in society, I think. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little post on it. If you want to read it out, I broke it down a lot more thorough than I've just gone over it, but they're the ways that I think about being muted or blocked or ghosted. The ghosted one gets to me. But this cancel culture, describing a form of boycott in which somebody, usually a celebrity, has shared a questionable or unpopular opinion. This notion of it being questionable or unpopular, we need to really dig deep in the years to come to decide what we mean by what's popular. Popular for today, popular for 140 characters, 140 seconds. Like, popularity is rapidly going to change. What's popular today will not be popular tomorrow. All right, I'm Oski. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Drifting slowly into an empty space where I can go. I'm just a roadblock free.